fucking head's gone.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm back here with another video. I know it's been super long since I did another video, but life's just been crazy right now, and I've just been pretty unmotivated, to be telling you the truth. But a couple days ago, I got an awesome package from one of my best friends, Dustin. If you watch my last video, that was actually the last video I did, was getting a box from him when we did a trade. And that was like 3 months ago, which is ridiculous that I haven't done a video since then. But I'm back here today because I have a video actually worth doing. He sent me a package. It was actually, we kind of were going to do it as a trade, but I didn't really have much to give him. So I was just like, oh man, even though you have all that stuff I want, I really don't have anything. But he was cool enough to just send me like a package of just these awesome figures, which includes this one you're looking at right here, as well as some other ones. But anyways, very, very thankful that he did this. Like I said, he's just a really, really good friend of mine and is always hooking me up, so I really appreciate that. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and get on with the review, and the review is this Sota Toys Jeepers Creepers figure. I have wanted this thing for years. I believe this figure came out in 2005, I believe, which was the year, actually, believe it or not, that I started collecting horror figures. What was that, 13 years ago now? Jesus Christ, I was like 11 or something, 10 or 11. I'm 23 now. But yeah, it's been a long ride, and I've wanted this guy ever since. He is so awesome. Say what you want about the Jeepers Creepers movies and whatnot. I absolutely love the first two. And even more than the movies themselves, I absolutely just love the design of this creeper. He's just one of the coolest monsters in horror movie history, I think. And I've always wanted a figure of him. And I am so glad that I did get him. He is very, very, very cool. Really detailed. I really miss the Sota Toys, what's it called? Now Playing line. Really, really awesome line. But anyways, this figure is absolutely amazing. It's really pre-posed and in sort of like a statue, like, preset pose. So he doesn't really move very much. But, that was pretty common for 2005 when this came out. That was around the NECA Cult Classic days and whatnot. So I'm not making a big deal about it. It would be really cool if NECA or somebody would give us an updated release of a creeper figure. I know NECA will never do it. I believe somebody asked them, and they said that would never happen. So that's kind of unfortunate, but there is a lot of controversy surrounding these movies. I'm not going to get into it, but even though I know about the controversy thing, I really enjoy these films still. Really, really like them, and like I said, this creeper design is absolutely amazing, and I think Sota Toys captured it perfectly. It looks absolutely amazing. You might be able to tell this is from Jeepers Creepers 2, designed from the Jeepers Creepers 2 design. He's got the more brown skin tone and whatnot, and a couple accessories kind of indicate this from Jeepers Creepers 2, like this. More of a, the base he comes on is more of a Jeepers Creepers 2 look with the crow and whatnot. And also he comes with an alternate head that is very scene specific to a scene in Jeepers Creepers 2, is this head right here, which is really nice. It's exactly the same expression as the head I have it on right now, but it's got a chunk missing out of it, and it comes with this part right here, and it goes right in. That's when he's on top of the bus and they shove this right through his eye, and then he just yanks the chunk out of his face. If I remember right, though, that's not very accurate to how it looks in the movie. It's more like black in the movie, I believe. But still really, really cool. Really cool. So yeah, that's one accessory he does come with. He is missing a couple things. Mine is he does not have his like throwing star type thing and his knife. So you might want to check a couple other reviews out if you want to see what that looks like. But it wasn't a big deal to me. I wouldn't even had him displayed with him, honestly. And then also he comes with this signature hat, which is pretty nice. I honestly prefer him without the hat. I'll show you what he looks like with it. It doesn't look bad at all with it, but I don't know. You don't see much of his face and the sculpt with the hat. It looks kind of big on him, I think. But still, it's not bad. But yeah. So as far as that, those two accessories, he then comes with a base, like I showed you, and then he comes with this bird, this crow right here, which is removable. And then he comes with his axe, his signature battle axe, which is really nice. Looks just like how it did in the movies. Really cool. But anyways, the detail, like I mentioned earlier on this figure, is absolutely top notch. Just like any NECA or Sota toy figure, they just have just super cool detail. Really nice like weathering and whatnot. He's got some dirt or like sand on his boots and his pants and whatnot. You see some speckles of blood throughout the figure and whatnot. And then on his shirt, you see a bunch of holes and it's just all sorts of fucked up. And then the back, he's got this little cape piece like he does in the movie with all the holes in it. Really, really nice. I absolutely love this head sculpt. Very, very nice head sculpt. I love the eyes. They got like a gloss coat over the top of them. And then they have got red around them, just like in the movie. It looks identical to the creeper in the movie. Then his hair back here, he's got the like the grayish dark hair. And then on the head sculpt itself, he's got all these little speckles right here and whatnot. And then the tentacles that wrapped around his head. I really wish for the alternate head they were to put in a head where his little like spider leg type things right here, I don't know what they're called, like flare out like they do in the movies. That would be really cool. But anyway, I can't really complain about this figure very much because he's just so cool. I've been wanting him for so long. So either way, it's awesome. But the downside to this figure, he does not have very much articulation. He has a ball jointed head which goes up and down just a tiny bit and then full rotation left to right. Got ball hinge shoulders that go out a little bit, up and down a little bit, in and out. And then he's got swivel elbows, which I've never been a fan of. And then he's got swivel wrists, swivel at the waist, and then nothing. Absolutely nothing in the legs, and then a swivel at the boot. What I wish they would have done at least is gave him some articulation in like the hips and the knees so he could be out of this kind of pre-posed position. I don't really like that very much. But like I said, this figure's 13 years old, and that's just kind of how they were back then. So I'm not really complaining about it. I'm happy with it. It's really nice, and honestly, the base it comes with and whatnot is just so much cooler. I really wish we would get bases like this nowadays, but we just don't anymore. Instead, we get more articulation, and honestly, I'd prefer really cool scene like style bases like this over articulation, because you know we're not gonna be playing with these or anything. Well, I think most people wouldn't anyway. But anyways, that's really it for the figure itself. Also would like to mention his base has pegs for his feet, but they don't really work out really well because when you peg him in, he kind of hunges forward a lot, like he's like about ready to start running, and it just doesn't, you can't really see the figure much when it's on display because of how bent forward he is. But other than that, I know I griped about this figure a few times, but I really do like it a lot. It's definitely one of my new favorites, and it's just one I've wanted for so long, so I'm so happy to add it to my collection. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I don't really do reviews very often, so if you want to see more reviews, be sure to tell me down in the comments if you would. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this review. Thank you for checking it out, and I will see you guys later.